So welcome everyone to Assassin's Creed 3 multiplayer. Now, I'm sure tons of people have been so excited about this game, and literally I spent all of yesterday playing it. Went down early to get my copy, and I must have spent 11 hours playing since between 12 and 12, so majority. I only stopped to eat. But no, on and off I was playing the multiplayer and the single player. Now this is a pre-recorded video of one of my simple death matches that I played this morning, and I just wanted to not only show you the gameplay, but just to express how much I'm already loving this thing.
Looking for game sessions.
Thank you. With the multiplayer, I mean, look at this beautiful screen. The opening to it is probably stunning. That's the only word I can come up with. Stunning.
Loading game session.
She's a bit loud in my ears, but here we're in Boston for this one, and so far I've played in 4 maps, and you can play in the sun. So there's a sun symbol or the snow, and you can also play in the Animus core. This is the sharpshooter. I've customized him up a little bit, given him some wall paint and some scars. Now these bits are beautiful. I mean, just you have to wait. The Abstergo ones are free slots, and then we're just waiting for the other players to load. And the spitting thing he's doing is me taunting. I'm just hitting the right button and he's taunting. But I don't think you can really get a good feel for this game from just multiplayer or just single player. You have to play them both. Straight away when Austin and I both got our games yesterday, we went straight into multiplayer because we were going to play together. See, look, they just appeared. And I swear I didn't get a proper feel for the game until I'd done some single player as well. I'm already at sequence 5, which a lot of people would have finished it yesterday, but I was taking my time. And here we are in the Boston area. So I've been assigned the Preacher here, and I have to go and find him. Already can hear the whispers, and my pursuer's dead. But you can hear the whispers are a lot louder and creepier, if anything. The actual icon to find him, I'm still getting used to how to use it, so I'm not the best with it. And I am just going to turn it down a tiny bit, because I still can't figure out what it's doing with the volume. But no, the multiplayer, you have a whole set of new characters as always, and it's rather, well, a lot of them are gun heavy, but at the same time it's not changing the dynamics of the game. There's control differences, and there's ability differences. I'm playing a simple deathmatch, so there's no abilities in this one, but they have different ones that I'm not going to tell you about them. You're going to have to play it yourself. But the control difference is that if you want to stun, instead of pressing circle, stun and kill is all done with just the square button. That's it. It's the only button you need is square. You'll see me stun and kill several times later on. It wasn't a very good start. But, so I think that dude was hiding in a tree the whole time. But, it's what also, probably my second game ever of this one, was, I was in the North End Harbour or something along those lines, and it was snowing, and the dynamic weather kicked in with a snowstorm, pretty much there's my bloke, pretty much entirely blocking the view, so it was really difficult to see. Each character has its own, they have costumes which you can buy, or you can personalize each individual part. Each individual part, if you choose to use a costume, you cannot customize the individual pieces, and vice versa. If you customize, you can't have the same customization in your costume. It's just the way it goes. You can have scars on them, wall paint, different types of wall paint in different colours. My guy has some blue lines across his face there. He also has a scar. You won't see it until the end when we zoom in on him. Probably. You can customize colours as always, and your weapons. Your main weapon and your silent weapon. This is a, I suppose you'd call it a second tier gun. It's the next one up. Cost me a pretty penny. I've noticed that the credits don't award you as many credits as they used to, or I just am not doing as well as I did in ECR. But as you can see, the new characters, it is...
Tested kill.
At first, I do have trouble, still having trouble, recognising the new characters because they're all so different. Are you my... No, she wasn't my pursuer. She was for a long time. Oh, I don't have a pursuer, that's why. I thought I was going to be able to show you the stun with square, but not yet, it seems. There's the actual intro and outro to this, the actual multiplayer individual sessions, is probably the coolest thing I've ever seen. As you saw with the intro, they all popped up in the air. And with the outro, well, you'll see at the end. I cannot get across how much I enjoy multiplayer. Even when I'm being owned, I enjoy it, especially exploring these new maps and checking out these new characters. Sharpshooter has quickly made it as a favourite of mine. I don't know why, he was just the first one I picked. And I've just kind of stuck with him. Now this guy's up a tree. He's kind of leaping forward in what I was going to say and showing off the free running on the trees. You learn that in single player. Like I said, I'm on my 5th sequence. I'm halfway through, I think. So I've not done all that much, but I do know the basics. And I'm not going to spoil anything, any of the story or what you do. But the world, I cannot get across how beautiful it is. It's I was a little iffy because I was a very big fan of Ezio. I didn't want to lose Ezio, of course. But well, this new game, you know, it doesn't make you miss him. You kind of are thrown into such a new world. It's the 18th century colonies. I'm not all that familiar with my surroundings yet. I do like to know my surroundings in a game, but I think this is the square. There you go. See, the square was above his head. Just going from the single player explanation back into multiplayer. But no, there's still a few bugs as well. But no, in single player, it's the world is what strikes me as most amazing. But the combat is the big change in the combat. It's well, your old controls, forget everything you know about the old controls. They're pretty much all been rejigged. For a start, to free run, you only have to press R1. You don't have to hold in the X button. All you have to do is hold in R1. And in fact, you're encouraged to only hold in R1 when travelling on treetops. I think they call it the only safe way to do it. But back to the combat, I'm not very good at these, as you can tell, because I'm winging it. But I just wanted to not only show off some of the gameplay, but put something up, because I should have done it before, but I was playing this. I'm not going to be doing any single player videos, that's one thing I won't do. I don't know if anybody would actually watch it, but I don't plan on doing so because I've already began the game, and I don't wish to start again without completing it, and then it kind of... I'm not a fan of playing a game over and over again too soon. But what was I rattling on about before? Combat. Combat is difficult. It took me a long time to get used to it. And I was playing it and Oshin was rather amused at my ineptitude. But just watching myself chasing. But the single player game mode is very different, but at the same time similar. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, because I'm terrible at this, and this probably already sucks and you're probably tired of me rambling on, I am going to continue commenting on the multiplayer. Because I can! And because I spent the most time doing it this morning and it's fresher in my mind. And I don't want to spoil any of the storyline, which definitely came as a surprise to me, so I don't want to spoil it for anyone else. But as you can see, multiplayer, it's, you know, your simple deathmatch, same. I haven't actually played any of the new ones, but everybody is learning, getting used to it. I was actually, to tell the truth, I was going to scrap this video at the beginning, because I couldn't find my guy for 2 minutes. I thought if I rambled over the top of it, it would be okay. But I think I'm doing okay now. But this guy here, hiding, he's annoying me now. He is... See, now I've run out of stuff to talk about. I'm trying to come up with the names of things. Who is he? I don't know. That's the Breacher that I just stunned. Here's the Lady Maverick coming up and dying. Is he the Night Stalker or the He's not the hunter. But oh yes, the kill scenes, the kill cuts, as you can see, they're quite interesting. I haven't... Oh, okay. I haven't done my favourite one yet, but you'll see it at the very end, I think. It's interesting because, well, my character has a gun and I've never played anyone with a gun before. I'm not a shoot 'em up kind of person. But I do love them. And the music, oh, the music is amazing. If anybody is still watching at this point, well done to you, because I am really rambling on at this point, aren't I? And I apologise, I was trying to be interesting, but I'm very tired. I can't blame it on being tired. Massacre. Oh! If you press select, you might have seen me do it several times during the video, you can actually see what the people got for the, how the points they got for killing you were divided up, which I think is cool, because, you know, somebody will kill you and you think, why did they get more than 100 points for that? They should have only gotten 100. Come on now. So it's good to know, and I got quite a few stuns in there. I used the stunner as my title. See, I got a bunch of stuff because I got the Freedom Edition. I got some multiplayer items. I also, pardon me, the relics. The relics interest me. Now on your profile you can have a relic which your character will wear. Mine has a little doctor thingy on him, little relic. And they wear them on their bodies, on their person. Well, I don't need to worry about him anymore. And there's the Lady Maverick. And they're really quite interesting. You see my doctor symbol there. But I don't understand the point of the actual relic, but there we go. That's my favourite one. But it's really cool to see that you have a little doctor, and you might actually be able to see him in the outro I was talking about. So don't worry, I'm going to be winding up now, because I thought I would do really well, but turns out no. There's my talisman, just below third. 14 kills, 13 deaths. See, first, second, third, second on the left. And this is cool. I had the longest kill streak. See? And they change depending on what is, you know, the greatest ability. But, accolade even. But, I'm sorry you had to listen to me ramble on, but I hope you enjoyed watching me play a simple deathmatch in the new AC3. And I shall put some more multiplayer videos up at some point. Probably in one of these places. So, thank you and goodbye.